Email cultures were different in different places. Megan knows very well, Bengot knows this very well. People don't respond, they especially don't respond when the mail is in English. So contexts that were more stitched to the Anglophone Academy were of course faster to respond digitally. So yes, there are these problems with why Inter-Asia couldn't enter that set of debates. The important problems excavated by the Inter-Asia project, Cold War, de-imperialization, issues around gender sexuality, these conversations in many ways did not quite happen post-1960s because of the dominant nation-state frame, is my guess, right? But they're coming up very strongly in the Inter-Asia space, which is, we can discuss this, is it transnational, is it not transnational, whatever, but it's an Inter-Asia space that we have spent a lot of time cultivating. At this moment in world history, it seems to me we need to render those debates within Inter-Asia legible once again. And perhaps I think it's time to consolidate that work and make it available on a digital platform, not simply as a one more e-journal and we have an e-journal, right? But as an imaginatively architected database. I'm only saying this because it's just part of my wish list. We have dozens of fascinating conversations over the last 20 years. They're not accessible to larger audiences. They probably exist on DVDs, on computers and servers across a number of locations. We haven't been able to link them in any meaningful way. But I don't know if it's at all possible to develop a grand database project that can house all this material, because both the financial and the institutional challenges would be immense. So I've sort of put that entirely on the back burner. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I'm saying that this is one way by which a very small institution with very little money was able to do something. So maybe at some point it can happen and it's not impossible. So I will just speak a little bit about a couple of experiments I've been part of, which connect to this history, this individual as well as institutional histories that I've been part of. Let me show you this just as something that I put together to attract students to my course. It has 417 views, as you can see, but only 6 people enrolled in the course. But take a look. WeChat, Twitter, and the Google search engine, Wikipedia, Moodle for your courseware. Do you write on Tumblr or LiveJournal? Create a website on WordPress, an album on Flickr or Vimeo or Pinterest? Do you do these things on a tablet or smartphone? These digital technologies have so completely transformed our daily lives that it's difficult to remember a time when they did not exist. An important interest of cultural studies is in analyzing the present or the contemporary moment. We do so in an interdisciplinary way, using historical, ethnographic, and textual methods. Historians used to study the past by accessing archives and sitting in old libraries. Digitization hugely increases the amount of data which the historian can use. New historical patterns emerge from the interconnections of this data, which we couldn't see before. Ethnographers or anthropologists speak with cultural actors and interpret the patterns of culture. When ethnographers start doing their work online, identifying the person they are speaking to may become complicated. Textual or literary analysts closely examine the patterns made by groups of phrases or sentences. They look at repetition and they look at divergence. Digitization of text makes available an enormous number of computer-generated patterns and brings in new kinds of data for the critic to analyze. How we do cultural analysis is now changing, so how we present the analysis will also change. Making and building digital platforms are now important aspects of creating knowledge. Interested in learning what kinds of new possibilities digital cultural studies opens up? work at all.